Crit City race on the bell loop category C. Let's go! Hey guys, welcome to a new video. Today we're racing the Crit City race on the bell loop, 15.7 kilometers in category C. Actually, on the end of the video, I got a warning from ZWIFT. Hey, you're in the wrong category. To keep it fair, you're too strong for this group. We turned your power down. So in the final sprint, they turned my power down from 800 watts to almost 500 watts, and I lost a position from 6th to 7th. That's a little giveaway for the end, but it might be fair. I'm in between categories every time. I'm at the top of C and the bottom of B, and every race I do on category C I end up in the top 10, and B, well, I got dropped a couple of times and maybe I'm just not strong enough and I have to train more, but from now on I'll start in category B and see how that goes. As you can see, we started, this is lap 1. I'm in 4th position now. I actually really love the bell loop because it's flat and it rises in 3 steps with 3 very small bumps and then a section of 300 meters on 1-2%. We're on right now, as you can see. And then you take a left, you pass the prime, as it's called, 290 meters. It's the climb on this loop. And you go downhill for, I don't know, 400 meters or so at 6%. So it's a pretty decent downhill with a step. It's quite easy. Here's the downhill. And as you can see, I'm in the front of the group because I try to pedal smart. Every time I hit a corner, you can see it in my power. It's set to 3-second average, so it doesn't spike and peak that much, but before every corner I pedal a little bit harder. You can see it, 300, 320 watts, 330, and then it drops down again. That way you can maintain your position or even gain some positions in the turns. And my heart rate is actually pretty high, it's 174, 175. It's because of the start. You have to pedal very hard the first 30-40 seconds to gain your position in the group. As you can see on the map, we already split. There's a lot of people that fell behind, and we're in the first group here with, I guess, around 20 persons. And this is the final turn, finishing stretch. And as you can see, my heart rate's dropping a little, the power is dropping a little, because you can go max out all race. And the first left-hander, there we go. See, build up a little power in the corners, 230, 240. And here are the first bumps. This is what I told you about. You see, 2%, 3%. And the trick is to pedal harder before the asphalt rises. So your numbers go up and you climb it with a lot of power. It makes it very easy, a gentle effort. As you can see, 500 watts, but dropping down immediately. Here again, same trick. Rise it up, and because it's set to 3-second average, you don't see the numbers spiking and dropping. And again, prime. Now if we continue the race, as you can see, my heart rate rose a little bit, 175 now, because of the bumps we just had. But I can maintain position in the top 10. That's always my aim. Remain in the top 10, sometimes drop back a little if the pack is very close, but I always tend to ride up front because if somebody tries to get away or there's something unexpected or the group breaks, I'm in the front part. And it doesn't take too much effort to close the gaps. Here on the downhill again, as you can see, the peloton stretches a little because of the speed difference. Some people tend to pedal very hard in the downhill. I always tend to recover a little bit for as much as it's possible. Well guys, I fast forwarded the video a little bit. Now we're at 9.6 kilometers to go and we're at the bumps again. And well, because it was a little bit boring, I got my heart rate down a little. It was around 165 up to now. And the power went up a little. You can see still doing 98, 100 reps per minute to 70 to 80, and I thought why not give it a shot and try to escape, because I don't like boring races, just wait for the sprint. So I went first, 2 guys followed me, 1 guy gave it all. As you can see, he's pushing 5 watts per kilo. Mr. Chew, but then he dropped back again. I thought, let's just continue. I used drafting boost and went for it. See, Mr. Chew is still here. Left-hander downhill. And I got overtaken by Ostrowski. With 4 guys. Mr. Ginsburg's connecting again. As you can see on the map, we didn't pull a very big gap. So this small pack over here came together very quick. That's a problem with crit races. The rest of the bunch just waits for the sprint and still keeps on riding. And you can't win it on your own. So I drop back again, 9th position, to recover a little with the heart rate drop. It's very high because it was a pretty big effort to try and get away, but without any success. Well guys, we fast forwarded the video to 2.1 kilometers to go, entering the final lap, and as you can see I have a burrito, and burrito means everyone within 2.5 meters of distance of you doesn't get a draft, or they can hang into your wheel. See? So here we go. I'm in 12th position now, heart rate just above 170. Doing 240, 260 watts. Here are the first bumps again. As you can see, the water just going up. As I said before hitting the bump, speed up, get a lot of power, and you'll make it over the climb easily without losing positions. As you can see, I'm in 8th position now. Final bump. Pushed up the power again, and there we go. Made it. Even went up to 7th position, but as you can see, I held my place in the pack. And every time you cross the bumps, it's always a long line. It's stretched, it's not a blob, because people have a different tactic and different power output on the bumps. But they're so short, actually. They're so short, it doesn't matter. Going downhill, 4th position now. Actually try to recover a little, keep it just above 200 watts or 3.4 watts per kilogram. Still maintain position. And I still have my burrito. Power went up, heart rate went up. We're doing more than 5 watts per kilo now. Heart rate 180. 2 left-handers right after each other, and I still use the same tactic. Here we are at the 400 meter to go mark, and actually behind this turn I decided to use the burrito. The burrito makes it impossible to draft 250 meters around you, and I use this to create a gap behind me. And let's pause the video for a minute As you can see underneath, there's a message that popped up. It says, time to level up. You're too strong for this group. We've ratcheted back your power a little to keep this race fair. And when I saw this, I thought, what the just happened? But in hindsight, of course, I understand. My power output is enough to race in category B, but I'm always in between. I'm at the top of C and the bottom of B. And well, I'm a bit nervous to start in B because I don't know how it goes, but I'll just have to give it a shot. And of course, I'll start in B next time. When I saw this pop up and I thought, what the heck? I was in 6th position doing 650 watts with 300 meters to go. My heart rate almost maxed out. It's 192 max. But let's continue and see what happens. One more to go. 7th. Nobody to sit in the wheel. And here we are. You can see in the results I finished 6th and then got dropped back to 7th. That's it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the red button down here, leave a blue thumbs up, and see you in the next one.